Hey guys, first mow of the spring. As I'm sitting out here, I hear somebody over there, a neighbor mowing next door, but I wanted to get on to YouTube Live. We were talking, if you've been on my election page, I've talked about the desire for transparency. I've talked about, you know, allowing folks that can't necessarily make it to council meetings to be able to see, the things that are going on there and the decisions that are made and some of the discussions that are had. Apologize for the mowing and blowing over there. But I wanted to sort of demonstrate this as a medium. I know that Norman uses YouTube Live. Me and Amy Ritchie have been talking about some of the things from the OML, the guidelines. You got to have quorum. You have to, be able to store it. I know that with YouTube Live, to be able to store it, you need about 1,000 subscriptions to the page. For the personal one, you need about 50. And that's what I currently have now. I'm thinking about doing a couple more of these lives and actually have them be scheduled where people can get on here and interact with me. As far as that goes, they can ask questions. We can do some things. Some important dates for next week will be the city council meeting on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at City Hall. On Monday, the 24th, we actually have a candidate forum that a lot of the candidates are going to be at for the 3 city council seats. That'll be at 6 p.m. at the Arts Council building downtown Pauls Valley. Should be a really good way to get to know the candidates. I'm currently running against Jeff Satterley and Kevin Driscoll for seat 5. I think, 2 great guys that I'm running against, and I look forward to sharing some of the things that we differ and agree on in regards to, the issues that are affecting the city at this point. I went by and pulled the city council agenda for Tuesday's meeting just to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about some of the things that I'm seeing there. Be an acknowledgement of Chris Hurley for his achievement for National Incident Management System associated with the pause. Consideration of approving a new lease purchase agreement with Caterpillar Financial Services for a new Caterpillar hydraulic excavator with possible action. Consideration of approving county land records notice with possible action. Consideration of approving agreement between Account Management Resources LLC and the City of Pauls Valley with possible action. And that's all that's really listed. Municipal authority things, business-wise. Discussion regarding the implementation of free dump days in April out at the sanitation station. I'd seen that posted on the City of Pauls Valley social media page. Also consideration of approving a final plat for the new Hillcrest Housing Addition with possible action as well. And so looking through that, if any of those things interest you, highly recommend going to the city council meeting. There's an opportunity to make comments at the end of the meeting from visitors. That's certainly something that's possible. Something that I would like to see, potentially. Anything that is a voted type event, like the plat or equipment, movement of utility lines, poles, things that might affect local citizens is a consideration of a public comment listed on actual votable items. And if we post the information early enough, people that are affected by such legislative changes with the city council could have an area on the agenda that allows them to be able to communicate and speak to said issue before the vote. I think that could be a value, as far as that goes. And so I think that's something that I would advocate for, certainly. Be curious to hear from you guys just to kind of see, what kind of thoughts you guys may have on the topic as far as that goes. Additional dates to note, beyond the candidate forum on Monday and the city council meeting at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, early voting actually starts Thursday and Friday at the courthouse here in Pauls Valley. And it should run pretty early, from as early as 7 to, I think, I have to double check the time, but it may be certainly 5:30, and it may even go to 6:30. I'll try to post and confirm that time frame as far as that goes. But I'll definitely be sharing this video. Again, I'll come up with a couple of dates maybe to get on here prior to, maybe again this weekend and a couple of times on maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. before early voting starts, and maybe even Thursday, Friday. Just an opportunity for people to kind of converse about some of the issues that people are talking about. Ask me direct questions on here, and so that'll be some scheduled things to be looking out for on the election page. You guys instantly find that on Facebook. Yeah. And the one thing I've sort of asked my folks too, I got some signs coming, should be here in the next day or so, and we got some places we're going to put those. But if you'd like to do a digital campaign yard sign, feel free to steal my profile pic off the election page, make it your own, run it on your page as your profile pic for through the election through April 1st. And always you can message me on that page. Reach out to me in any form or fashion to ask questions about my thoughts on issues, and certainly, come to the candidate forum on Monday night, and look forward to seeing you guys there. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Look forward to connecting with you guys again soon. Maybe even after the city council meeting, kind of go over some of the things that occurred there if you weren't able to make it. So everyone have a good night, good Friday evening, and enjoy your weekend.